The military says human error was to blame and the culprits will be punished.
We made a mistake, and a number of our compatriots were martyred because of our mistake. But it was unintentional. We apologize. We are sorry. But we will make up for it. We will not allow any one of our people to get hurt. We are standing steadfast and firm like a pillar. We get shot, but we do not sit down or kneel.
What Iran has admitted to is very serious. Shooting down a civilian aircraft is horrific. Iran must take full responsibility.
Let's cross to our Washington editor, Ros Krasny. And Ros, of course, the regime has spent days denying that they had shut down the airliner. This is a dramatic about-face. What happened?
Well, I think that they were faced with overwhelming evidence, really, that the plane hadn't crashed of its own accord or that there's no mechanical problem. And really, after a certain length of time, the investigation showed there was no other explanation but that they had shot down the plane, believing it to be a cruise missile. Not unprecedented in the history of aviation, but still just a shocking and terrible mistake. And the protests that you're seeing across Iran yesterday and today, really, I think the people there just want to see somebody take the rap for this. They want to see some responsibility taken. And in fact, one top official with the Iranian Revolutionary Guard said in their parliament today he wishes he was on the plane. He obviously feels terrible. Whether heads will roll, we don't really know, but people are very angry and want to see really something happen. And at the same time, the Trump administration is looking to exploit this anger. President Trump tweeted in Farsi 3 times this weekend, giving support to the protesters and also warning the Iranian government, do not shoot your protesters and allow for free reporting of the protests, basically putting his thumb on the scale in a way.
Ros, ever since the killing and the targeting of Qasem Soleimani, we've heard responses from President Trump and the White House as to why he was targeted. Have we heard more justification from the president?
Well, the big news break on that really came on Friday night when President Trump spoke to Fox News and said that he believed that 4 U.S. embassies, including the Baghdad embassy, were under threat of an imminent attack from Iran. Interesting comments. This certainly had not come up apparently in congressional briefings about the attack on Soleimani. One interesting comment today came from Adam Schiff, the Democratic congressman. He is a member of the Gang of 8, and he said there was no discussion in the classified briefings he had of these 4 embassies being targeted. So we have seen the rationale for Soleimani's killing shift a couple of times between President Trump, Mike Pompeo, the Secretary of State, and the defense chief. And I think you might see more of that in the next few days. It really seems like they don't quite have their story straight.